Good morning, Longhaultanker, straight razor shaving with Longhaultanker, and I am that distinguished individual. Glad you're joining me this morning for my Sunday morning shave. I've got, let's see here, it is the 25th, I believe it is, Sunday morning at approximately 10:30 Pacific time. And I've got about 48 hours worth of growth on my face, and I'm at the Love's Truck Stop in Troutdale, Oregon, in shower room number, it's either 2 or 3, but it don't matter, because I've got some things to say about that anyway. But generally speaking, I'm in a good mood. I'm going to see my daughter and grandkids this afternoon, and we don't have a lot of time together because of her schedule, not mine. We could have spent all day yesterday together, but that was not convenient to them. Never mind Grandpa, he only comes up here once every 3 years. Oh, did I say that out loud? My wife flies in tomorrow morning about noon. I make my delivery tomorrow morning at approximately 8 o'clock. Well, not approximately, that's a scheduled time, but you know, we'll see how long it takes. I plan to leave here. I'm about 30 minutes. I say 30 minutes, I'm 30 miles, or is it 15 miles? But my GPS says 30 minutes driving time, but that assumes full speed, of course. And I've got to go over 3 highways and 1 bridge to get there, 2 bridges to get there. So I'm going to give myself about 90 minutes to go what the GPS says, 30 minutes. So I'll leave here about 6:30 tomorrow morning or so, no later than 7. All right, let's go over the equipment. Then I got some things to say about this truck stop. Ooh, brother. Got some things to say. All right. Our razor this morning is number 4 in the roll-up. It is a Filarmonica. It's perhaps my best conditioned Filarmonica. It's beautiful. It's an Inox, number 13. And everything about this is just in very good condition. Very good condition. So it's the best of the 4 that I have. And we're excited about that. And so the brush this morning is the QEDUSA Manchurian Silvertip Badger, 26 millimeter. If you've never tried one of these or held one up against your face, the bristles are the softest, yet with plenty of backbone. They're just absolutely wonderful. This brush is. And then our soap this morning is the Stirling Soap Company Glacial Lemon Chill. And it's a wonderful soap, and I'm gonna load it like I hate it. And there was some comments that came up, but I don't remember what, if it was a specific thread or somebody said something. I know Matt Lukey, 3262, I think it is, over at the Shaving Cadre, made some comments on it. I made some comments on it. Others may have made comments on it, but what I do as I'm lathering is I just load my brush up, knock most of the water off as you pull it out from soaking, whether you soak it in a sink or a special little cup or however you do it, and just load it, as one fella says, load it like you hate it. And that's pretty good advice, just on the whole, on the simple. I like simple. That's getting ready to fall off, and I can tell right now I've overdone it, but that is okay. It don't matter. It really doesn't. Another guy says soap is cheap. Soap is cheap. Speaking of which, I'm thinking about buying an MDC original, or I see on a website that they've got the Vittervent or whatever that's called, or a rose, and I'm gonna get So I can't find the original. Nobody that I'm seeing on the internet has the original. But plenty have got the whatever that's called. It's a special kind of scent everybody raves about it that I see on the internet, on YouTube, and the shaving cadre. But it is expensive. It's like almost $80 for a tub. But this shower, here's my general opinion of the Lush Truck Stop at Troutdale. Like the one at Tumsuba, Mississippi a couple of years back, they just razed it to the ground. They just cut it to the ground, uprooted it, destroyed it, demolished it, and started over and built a new one on top of it. I don't know how long it had been there. Don't care. It was a dirt hole. Everything about it was terrible. They had good parking, ample, spacious parking, but that was the only positive. And even here, the parking is not as good as it could be. You know, and mountains and hills and private property all play you look at the new ones they're building today, that's why they're building them 20, 30, 40 miles just out of town. And I get that, to get the land, to get the parking so they can put in 100, 200 parking places for the trucks. That only makes sense. But it's not just the parking. In fact, that's the least of its worries or problems. It's just a dirt hole. Years and years of accumulated diesel and grease on the ground. Everything is filthy. But the shower rooms, they're based upon the Canadian model of the Flying J. And if you've ever been to a European-styled restroom, you go into a private family's home in Canada or in the UK, and you go, and you're staying as a guest, and you go in to take a shower. A man like me, nearly 6 foot tall, over 200 pounds, I can't turn around in the thing. I cannot turn around in it. And this thing here is, like the Canadian model Flying J's are just pathetic. They're too small. There's no hooks on the walls to hang things. I come in with 3 separate bags and I have nowhere to put anything. I say no hooks, so you might be able to see one on the door behind me. And then there's one on the wall over by the shower. And that's it. And you double stack, triple stack, quadruple stack stuff you want to hang up there. And that's no way to run a railroad. Come on now. That is no way to run a railroad. There's that. Then, this is the one that got me. There's inadequate lighting. This is the one that got me. Is that sitting on the toilet this morning taking care of business, there's a vent on the ceiling over my head and water was dripping continuously on my back. Really? 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 Somebody actually thought that up as a design? That just... I'm not going to use the truck driver word, but that irked me. All right, we're good here, I guess. I'm guessing. It feels good. I got suds everywhere. The only good thing I can say about this shower room, it's not the ventilation because I'm perspiring heavily. Feels like a sauna. I got a fan right over my head. You might see well, maybe not. See the cord right there, but it's mounted on the wall just right here. The only good thing I can say about this shower room is that it has very hot water with good heavy pressure coming out of the sink, coming out of the shower faucet. And so those are the kind of things, whether you take a shower in the morning or a shower at night, those are the kind of things that can just rankle you and set you off. Can you tell? All right, let's get started. Bloop. The razor was finished on a Shopton Glass 30,000, and I can tell already just getting started that it's just fabulous. I'm going to do a full 3-pass shave this morning since it's Sunday and since I'm meeting up with my daughter and her fiance and the grandkids. You may recall that I call this particular collection of razors with the Filarmonicas. Oh, look at that. The Wyatt collection. That's because my daughter bought them for me. I named them after my grandson. And another oddity about this Love's Truck Stop is that they only have 3 regular shower rooms. What I mean by that is that it's a shower room complete with a sink, a toilet, and a shower behind a single private door, which is, you know, what most of them are. I have never seen another Love's Truck Stop in the United States, and of course there are none outside the United States, based upon this model. And that is that the showers here, there's 3 regular showers like I'm in now, and I had to wait for it special, or the 3 or 4 others are inside the men's room, and they have a little water closet for a shower, and then the sink and the toilet are in the common restroom. Are they crazy? And I do intend to call the Love's corporate office, customer service and so forth, and just tell them, look, this is unacceptable to the drivers out here. Nobody, and they got to take it down. Now, I don't know how much real effect that would have, but you know, for whatever real reason, they did take down the Tumsuba, Mississippi Love's Truck Stop and just razed it to the ground, built a new one. I'll say one more positive thing about this shower room. It's one of the very few where the sink actually has a stopper in it. None of the Loves, most of the Loves do not have stoppers in the sink, which is why I carry a couple extra washcloths with me. I use them as stoppers, shove them down in the hole, and that usually does a adequate enough job in retarding the water drainage. Big Baloo. This lemon chill does not make as thick and heavy a lather as most other of the Stirling soaps. Okay. So let me take a moment to say, if you're joining me on YouTube, thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button, and also go on over to theshavingcadre.com, theshavingcadre.com, and check them out. Subscribe, create an account. It's all free, and you'll be meeting up with some people that enjoy wet shaving, not just straight razor shaving. Poor souls, poor souls. That's a joke. That's humor. I will say this about the shaving cadre, and I grow to appreciate it more and more every day, and that is that it's the brotherly and collegial attitude and demeanor that is expressed by so many, unlike some of the forums where it's so acidic you can't wait to get off of it, and I appreciate the core group of guys that I am corresponding with and talking to, and I don't mind naming them: Barber Dave and Bill M and Lukey 3262. Sorry about that, I don't have it in front of me. Scuttle Soap. There's some others too that just make watching what's going on in the forum and participating a pleasure. This afternoon at 6 o'clock, maybe it's earlier, I got to check the time for Pacific time, but anyway, there is a Sunday Zoom call today. I don't know if I'm going to get to participate because I'm going to be with my daughter and grandkids for a while. I will say that the water is so soft. I love the water up here. Always have all my life. That's good. That's good enough to carry on. And so go check out the Shaving Cadre, sign up, participate. And if you enjoy wet shaving, if you enjoy straight razor shaving, but it's not all about the shaving. Let me give you an example. A couple of nights ago, this question was weighing on my mind. And so I went over to the list of forums and all the different things. And unlike some of the other forums that I have participated on, I noticed just almost right off the bat, because I know one of the things I noticed was that there wasn't a lot of talk about hones and honing. And of course, if you're a straight razor shaver, and you do your own honing, that's like right at the top of the list of things that you're interested in. But it wasn't for me. I was comfortable in my honing techniques, honing my own razors. And so I went to looking. There's not a single dedicated forum to hones and honing. That blew my mind. Then I dug a little deeper. Where is that section? So I found it. And the last post posted about honing and hones was more than 30 days ago. What? So my point is that unlike some of the other forums, they're just absolutely fanatical and will beat you up if you stray from the doctrine. Not so much. Not so much. It's kind of like what I advise new guys as a beginner's kit, and that is a Vanderhagen soap bowl bore brush, and then a gold dollar, and the Norton 4K, 8K. Where am I? The Norton 4K, 8K stone. Now you can get started for approximately $100 with everything you need right there. Now, you're not going to stay there. But that opinion, that's my opinion, that's where most beginners should start, both to learn to shave and learn to hone in that kind of a beginner's kit. So I appreciate the shaving cadre, and if you're looking for a nice, peaceful, non-hostile forum to participate in, that's it right there. Baloop. So my wife flies in tomorrow. We start our 4-day vacation. We're going to take the truck over to the repair shop. Yet to be confirmed, but that's the plan right at present. It's still throwing off 14.5 to 15.0 on voltage as of last night when I checked. And my wife will get the rental car out of the airport and she'll come pick me up at the truck repair center. And off we go for 4 days. Don't call me. I'll call you. Well, we're not sure when the truck will be ready, but yeah, the parts are running kind of slow with the supply chain, and it may be 3 or 4 days. That's fine. That's fine. I will call you. Every morning I will call you, unless you say it's going to be 2 or 3 days, then I won't call you to the 2nd or 3rd day, right? But no, they like to run you out, you know, or hold you over. These truck repair centers are as inconsiderate of your time as any place I've ever seen. And, well, when is it going to be ready? When's it going to be ready? You know, and it starts pushing 2 or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. When's it going to be ready? Well, we're not sure. I say, how late are you open? Well, we're open till midnight, and that's usually true. And I say, let me tell you something. I've been saying this for years, you know, whatever my age is, 58, 62, which I'm 62. I say, I don't want to be here at midnight. You know where I want to be at midnight? I want to be in bed. So if you think you're going to have it past 5 o'clock, you need to tell me now so I can get a hotel room now. And so so I don't care if they need to hold it 3, 4, 5, 6 days. I've been held over in a hotel waiting on repairs. As long as 21 days. That's the longest I've spent in a hotel waiting on truck repairs. Once in Virginia, once in Denver, once in Tucson. $18 to 21 days. That's those 3 places where I've spent that. No, where was it? Something went wrong with the transmission. I was in Virginia, and they had to send. They were still under warranty, and they sent off to Germany to order a new transmission, and it took. This was on a Volvo. But it took 4 days for them to do a repair on an oil seal on a wheel, right side. I was having problems. That thing's been changed 3 or 4 times since I've had the truck in 4 years. But this one's on a different axle. Instead of the number 2 axle, this is the number 3 axle that is acting up on. Those are what I call cheating strokes, getting ahead of myself. But that's all right. It makes it easier when a little bit as I move on. All right, let's move on to the against the grain, south to north. You see, when a brush gets like that, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And so I rinse it down. And there we go. So I did a haircut this morning with my clippers, and I'm going to do a head shave when I'm done with the face shave. Well, I don't know what and you probably can see that big old goober on top of my head. Don't know where that came from. Didn't hit nothing. You know, it could be allergies, it could be anything. Except, no, it could be a bug bite, I don't know. My cab is clean. I take very good care of my cab. I am as sensitive or as concerned about those kinds of things as anybody would be. And I got my Lysol and Pine Sol, and you know, I do a good wipe down every now and then. Wow, that's all I can say is, wow, that was a great stroke right there. Wonderful, just absolutely wonderful. I got just a little bit of soap right there in the plastic right there. And I don't want to push it down into the pin area. So I'm going to dab it and then use my fingernail to pull out the rest. Yeah, that's pretty good. Until I get go through the cleaning process and be mindful to clean that out real good. That little let's just satisfy myself right now. There we go. Perfect. Very good. Okay. All right. We'll get this washed off. We're pushing 54 minutes. And so nothing unusual about that with a 3-pass shave. So I'm looking forward to a good lunch, late lunch, early dinner, whenever my daughter gets here. She said, "What do you like, Dad? Where do you want to go?" I said, "Italian, barbecue, or Chinese?" Right after a haircut, for me, it's always difficult to see the lines, and so I just kind of approximate. And after, usually by the next shave, 48 hours, it's I can see the lines better. Okay, I think that'll do for now. Oh yeah, we got us a good shave there with the Filarmonica number 13 Inox. Just a beautiful razor, sharp as can be. So we like that. And so I've wiped it off with my wet rag. And that's that, you know, we're talking about water and rust and so forth. This is my wet rag, right? You've seen me use it all throughout the shave. And so I just wipe it off. It's got moisture in the rag. I wipe it off, excess soap, anything that's dried on there, a little bit of moisture at the bottom there, you can see maybe, yeah, right there. There's some moisture. And so I come back with my super absorbent, my Walmart Lancaster imitation. Do a little rub down on it. I could take a piece of tissue or even this very towel and run it up between the scales, which is what I'm doing now. Run it up between the scales and get any excess moisture out of there. And that thing is ready to fold up and take back to the truck and get it stropped up. So anyway, thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. Go over and see the theshavingcadre.com, and I'll see you down the road. Thanks for joining. Bye.